I applied to Wayra initially because the company needed funding and we needed office space, and I heard it has a very good reputation for community.
There are not a bunch of accelerators in Europe who would have a high profile and an opportunity to build your business in a natural way. So you get a business network, you get a network of entrepreneurs, of like minds, and on top of that you get 40k euros in funding and a great space in the middle of London.
One of the reasons why we applied for Wayra was because of their links in the events industry. Things like the O2 Arena, all the O2 venues.
There's a real sense of community here. It's fantastic to be surrounded by people who are like-minded in the sense that they are incredibly driven and they're all building fantastic businesses.
The biggest value add that we had was the network of Wayra. There is not a lot of accelerators in the world that have a natural link to a very large organization, and because we as a startup are really focused on delivering value to really big organizations, this is vitally important to us. We probably wouldn't have done it without Wayra.
One of the main things definitely is the amount of contacts that we've been given and the access to people that we generally wouldn't have been able to get to if we hadn't have been in the Wayra program.
What Wayra does is it instills a certain discipline and rigour into what you're doing, to incorporate some real processes to be as efficient as possible, but also to every now and then, because you're so into the detail on a daily basis, just to step away from it all and see the bigger picture, and to keep a mind on your vision and your strategy and where you're actually going and whether your current course is actually the right course of action.
Us as a team, we are really good at product, we are really good at scaling the operations and stuff like that, but like raising money and just establishing a network, coming out of the country, writing up a business plan and changing it every 3 days, that's not something that I enjoy very much doing, but at the end of the day, you have to run an entire business, not just the things that you love.
Before we joined Wayra, we were two co-founders in two different cities, but being in this office space with all the meeting rooms and people walking around, we've really been able to work together and focus on what needs to be done with the company.
So Wayra places great importance on pitching. And quite rightly, because as an entrepreneur and in particular as a CEO of a startup, you are constantly expected to pitch to everyone from potential investors to customers. It was certainly at the top of my list of fears. It's something I didn't particularly enjoy doing, but not only am I much more used to doing it now, I'd say that I'm much more confident and much more competent in doing that as well. I think I will be really sad to leave in a couple of months' time. I think they're going to literally have to rip me away from my pods. If anything, I will be walking away with some real friends and a real sense of community.